Good morning, racing fans. Welcome back to the channel, proudly sponsored by betting.co.uk. So we're going to move swiftly on to day 2 of the Royal Ascot meeting. I've got 2 selections for you to get stuck into for today's racing. Hopefully we can continue the good form. I landed 2 out of the 3 on the channel yesterday, and I had a further selection land in my group chat as well. And today I've got 2 selections for you here on the channel, and again a further selection in my group chat. You're welcome to come over and join us here. It's the cheapest and fastest growing sports community out there. You've got extra content, extra selections, free bets, free tipping leagues, and all the rest of the good stuff. Also, courtesy of betting.co.uk, I do have a offer from Ladbrokes where if you bet £5, you can get £20 in free bets for Royal Ascot for new customers only. Again, if you're interested, there is a link in the description below. But I'm going to go on to my 2 selections today, and I'm going to bring you these quite quick fire actually, because I've left it a little bit later than usual to get my video out. And the first selection actually comes in the Queen's Vase, which is the 3:05 at Royal Ascot. This is over 1 mile, 6 furlongs for the stay-in sorts. And a lot of shrewd punters out there have been putting up Birdman in recent days. And even this morning, I've seen a few out there too. And he has actually come in for a fair bit of support. And I understand the angle to Birdman, but the form that he has so far is far, far short of this. While stepping up in trip, taking on some better horses in group company, I'm not totally sure he's going to be ready for this race, especially tactics. Everything is going to have to be absolutely spot on for him, and I think he's got to improve quite a lot to figure in this race as well. Highbury is a nice sort for Aidan O'Brien. Again, probably a sort that's likely to appreciate the step up in trip, but none more so than Illinois, the 7-4 favourite here for Ballydoyle. Ryan Moore takes the ride on this gelding too, and I just think he's a sort that is going to really start to improve as he goes up in trip. He shaped quite well behind Ambient Friendly when they met earlier on in the season. He was really keen early on. He was quite keen mid-race too. And then he was quite awkward in the final furlong. But he did stay on really well. And it's just evident to me that he is one of these horses that's seriously going to improve for the step up in trip. And I think after this race today, that we're actually going to be talking about him for some bigger races as well. So 7-4, quite original. But I do think he gets the job done. The one concern perhaps about Illinois is that I think he may actually handle soft the ground better, but I do think he's classy enough to get the job done here nonetheless. So sorry, it's only 7-4, can't help the price, but I do think he's a winner nonetheless. Then we'll go over to the Prince of Wales Stakes, where again we've got a seriously good race here. Inspiral takes her chance in the lineup, and she could well bounce back to form after disappointing in the Lockinge. But for me, she's probably stretching her ability over this trip, and she has taken on some of the boys. And for me, even with that fillies allowance, she could actually just fall a little bit short today. Alfiler's coming for a little bit of support for the Shadwell operation, but for me, the winner has to be the favourite here, Auguste Rodin. Now, he is actually drifting at the moment out to 15-8, and he is a little bit of an enigma with form, very much in and out. But when he's on form, he is definitely the best horse in this race. He won the Derby, he won the Irish Derby, he won the British Champion Stakes, and then, of course, he went over and won the Breeders' Cup Turf as well in seriously good fashion. None of the horses in this race would have been able to compete with him at that level, at his best form, and it's quite clear to me that Auguste Rodin only performs to his best when he gets the faster surface. He was beat by White Birch last time. He was also beat on debut this year, but perhaps this season it's just taken a little bit longer to get him right, and I think he's going to be primed for the day. So current price is 15-8. I think he gets the job done as well. So that's just 2 selections for you. That's Illinois in the Queen's Vase, then Auguste Rodin in the Prince of Wales Stakes. 2 short selections, not something I like to put up too often, but they are the 2 selections I think are going to do really well for us today. And even though they're short prices, I still advise backing these 2 in singles simply due to the nature of these races. And if you're interested in my other selection at 7-1, you can come over and join the group using the link in the description. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow a little bit earlier for you, and hopefully some bigger price selections. But there's 2 out of 3 landed on day 1. Got 2 selections for day 2, and hopefully we can carry on with some decent form. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're able to click the subscribe button, which is completely free, it does help me out a great deal. If you can click the thumbs up as well, that would be much appreciated. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please do gamble responsibly. Keep it fun, keep it responsible, and I'll be back again tomorrow with hopefully some more winning selections.